does Bitachon. Person, the Chavod Levot says, someone who has faith in Hashem, he'll be able to realize that he'll get the peace of mind in that he doesn't feel that he has to travel for Parnasah. Ishtadlut. He says, the King David says, Ina b'derech kochi kitzar yamai. Tehillim, Psalms 102, 24, it says, He afflicted my strength on the way, He has shortened my days. So you see that traveling for Parnasah is shortening your days. Stress from too much ishtadlut, it can take away your strength on the way, on the traveling. Although most people like to travel, that's when you're young. When you get older, you don't like traveling. You know, the security, the delays, jet lag, all that stuff, it can drain you. Most people would try to avoid it if they could. So the Chavod Levot describes a certain level of emunah we're supposed to have, where a person dedicates himself to Hashem and doesn't think that he has to go abroad for his sustenance. There's a famous story Chavod Levot brings of this Parush. Parush means a guy who was a very holy guy, and he devoted to Hashem. So he went on a long journey to go get food, to go get Parnasah. And on his way, he met a non-Jew who was worshipping idols. So this guy told him, what is this? How can you have idols? Why do you believe in this nonsense? You believe this stick created you? What's going on with you? So then the idol worshiper said, oh yeah? So who do you serve? He says, I either serve the Almighty, I serve the Master of the Universe. What do you mean? There's only one God, there's no one like Him. So the non-Jew said, I understand. You yourself are a contradiction. You say that this one, your God that you believe in, the Master of the Universe, He provides everybody whatever they need. So I don't understand. Your God, He cannot provide for you food where you live. Only over here He can provide for you. He's so powerful, but yet at the same time you have to come here to get your Parnasah. You can't stay home and get your Parnasah. He can't give it to you over there. So therefore, this guy got such a rebuke. He didn't know what to say. He was stuck, frozen. He's like, I don't know what to say. And he got a lesson in emunah. So Rabbi Cheskel Levenstein, alav shalom, he describes this Chavod Levot, and he discussed it even with the great rabbis. He says a person can go his whole life singing songs, speaking about Bitachon. Yeah, Bitachon and this, emunah, you gotta have emunah, don't worry, Parnasah will come. And that's when he's okay. When the situation comes, the pressure is there, all of a sudden, he himself, all his emunah, Bitachon, all the songs he knows, all the things he used to say, it's not there for him. He doesn't really live it. He doesn't really acquire it inside of himself. As a famous Greek philosopher was one time speaking about morals and ethics. So one time he was caught in a very, very bad situation. Like they caught him doing a very, very bad thing, very scandalous situation. And then what happened? They asked him, how could you do this? You're such a very well-educated, well-spoken, moral, ethic person. How could you go and do this horrible sin? He said to them, listen, I speak about these things. That I do it is something else. I speak about it. So therefore, Haz Shalom, we can also be in the same situation. We speak, we tell people, we tell that guy who's suffering, Parnasah, don't worry, you'll find, don't worry, Parnasah will come, Shefa will come, keep going. That we tell, for other people it's easy, but for ourselves, all of a sudden we get stressed out, we're in a tough situation. Where's all our emunah? Where's all bitachon? That's why a person has to push more and really acquire it in his bones. As the Bet Levi says, how embarrassing is it? We say 3 times a day, Hashem Chesed Yisovenu. Hashem surrounds us with Chesed. Somech Nofenim. He picks up the fallen. Rofech Cholim. He heals the sick. But we only say it in our mouth. We don't feel it in our heart. We have somebody sick, we panic. We have somebody who fell, we panic. We have something that we need a salvation, we panic. Why? What happened to all our bitachon? So therefore, it's a work. You have to get there. The most complicated midah to acquire is bitachon. But the person has to know that not only in this place they make Parnasah, not only if you go to college you make Parnasah, not only if you're in this business you make Parnasah. There's many ways Hashem can give you. If you're supposed to be a millionaire, you'll sell tomatoes on the corner and Hashem will make you a millionaire.